The journey hasn't been easy, punctuated by self-doubt, brooding and exasperation. Way too many theatrics than I could have imagined. Forget having a village to help. There were mountains to traverse at each turn. Too often, that brings the why me syndrome. What I knew unfailingly was that I had to keep going. There was no choice. The resultant path was so distinctive that it gave me a valuable perspective to be focused on my own course. Write a story that had no parallels. With time, you learn acceptance, grace, and above all, gratitude. An appreciation of your unique circumstances that make you, you. That's when you realize the stage is set. There could be an interweaving of spotlights and blackouts, but you still have a chance to perform until the curtain call. But sometimes, the introspection and knowing are fleeting. One wave, and it all comes crashing down. All the weight that you've been carrying, your shoulders get used to, but it still makes you soar and even causes a breakdown when the capacity wears out. Emotional struggles are more debilitating than we give them credit, because usually we are able to snap out of them. A drink here, a friend there, a holiday here, and a dress there. But what happens when you can't do that anymore? Nothing works. It all starts seeming pointless, and the loop goes on and on and on and on. You realize you're in a never-ending abyss, or as a friend told me over coffee, you're like that child in a womb who can't come out because it's painful and way too difficult. There are so many questions. Why? What do I do? How do I function? I have no answers. Only thoughts. We hit an imbalance in our minds extending into our lives when we lose touch with ourselves. Our true inner core selves that in most cases have been buried somewhere deep within due to conditioning and layering for years. And when we can't be in touch with ourselves, we are unstable. We need to find and grope to whatever we can hold on to. People, habits, possessions, professions, whatever we can get our hands on and comes to us in that moment of time. Whatever brings stability. But that too shall be temporary. And one fine day, our grip will be loosened and we will struggle for balance again. Typically what we do is we desperately try to hold on with our lives. It's like letting go would make us sink. But someday, you'll have to sink. Someday you will have to take a leap at the ocean and begin the swim of self-discovery. It's not easy. All of those physical symptoms, stomach aches, cramps, fever, shivers, yes, it gets physical. It's a churn that makes you sick inside out. Bringing your true self out from all that debris is not child's play. And yet, the self-exploration has to begin. Let go of all those fears and shackles that tie you to the comfort of belonging. Yes, community is important. It plays a very critical role in our existence. But so is self. Ideal would be a balance between the two. A community that will help enrichment and growth, and self-exploration that will bring strength and freedom to be able to meaningfully contribute to the community. Like everything else, this too needs dedicated effort. Some things that have meaningfully helped me in the past: my solo trips, swims in the ocean, taking road trips down unknown trails, hiking non-stop in the mountains, anything that amounts to being closer to nature. Open skies, gurgling water, towering mountains, fresh air, sunrises, sunsets, and then there are small everyday things, a cup of coffee with a book or newspaper every day. Music, dance, never let them go out of your life. Yoga, conscious breathing, runs, long walks, bare feet on grass, writing meaninglessly and endlessly. The reason I'm talking about this today is not because I have it all figured. It's because I have lost it all. So I'm making my painful attempt to get out of to the womb of the everyday, the usual. Excruciatingly painful, but I'm determined to do it. This time, while sharing the journey. So that if there's anyone out there who needs to do this as well, you know that we all get lost and fall and crawl and sometimes just lay there, lifeless. But then the stage is set and it's not curtain call just yet. Let's find in us the will to sing and waltz to our own tune.